Okay, folks, we're going to look into this mod here for Command & Conquer. Rise of the East. It's for Red Alert 2. The Iraq. They're basically kind of like a nuclear faction. I think they're the only Soviet faction that can build desolators.
New construction options. Building.
Why? Oh, are we allies?
Building.
Oh.
Construction complete.
Usually it doesn't play like
New
that.
construction options.
It's not actually that laggy in this. Compared to Mental Omega. That's interesting.
Construction
Am I actually
complete.
able to build on there? Oh, I am.
Construction complete.
Well, this gives me a chance to show you some of the build order. Personally, I like the ore refinery being right here because I'm used to it in Mental Omega. Barracks are a little bit more expensive than this. Reactors are as well. Sorry if I'm having trouble talking. I'm having a little bit of sinuses from all the pollen outside. So you got, kind of like in like what was it called? The Generals. Command & Conquer Generals, you could choose different paths to go. You can go with Mercenaries, which turns your conscripts into mercenaries. They get combat armor, it's a tiered support power, applies a shield to infantry, so it basically just gives them more HP. Shield, basically. Kind of like the Protoss shields from StarCraft.
Construction options.
Surprisingly, Soviet war factories are cheaper than their counterparts. I like to go with the tank drop. Now, I don't understand how this really works because so you get tiered support power available at tier 1.5. Tank drop pair drops a team of heavy armor. Number of units increase with tier. Now, this is pretty useful. So here, I'll demonstrate it.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
So there's a plane coming. Now, early on, this can be actually kind of nasty. Because you get one Scorpion tank, you can get 3 Scorpion tanks, and then you can get 2. So you can get up to like 6 tanks early on. Obviously, I can't attack them or anything. But this could be really. They have some really good like rush rush tactics in this mod. Unlike Mental Omega.
Building.
So we got War Miners. They're about the same price as Mental Omega, I think. Anti-personnel Trike. These basically have vanilla Ore Miner machine guns on them. Now they're pretty good. Here's what they look like.
Unit ready. Training.
One thing I don't like about this mod is I don't like that infantry are so expensive. Conscripts are 140 compared to Mental Omega, where they're about, I think they're about like 60 or something. And Black Troopers are like like 140 or something like that. Very expensive.
New construction options.
Comrade, moving out.
We'll go with aircraft, or airfield.
Conscript reporting. Conscript reporting. Attacking.
Unit lost.
So these are pretty good at harassing the enemy. I'll show you how fast they are. They're pretty decently fast.
Construction complete.
And here's
New
the
construction
airfield.
options.
You can build a soup. I wish it was in Cyrillic. I could probably actually read it. Sukhoi MK2. Strong versus ground units. It's a standard
Building.
jet.
Conscript reporting.
So these are good for scouting or
Waiting orders. Order
Unit
received.
ready.
Comrade, moving out. Conscript reporting. For the
And when-
Union.
and when they're destroyed, you actually get a they eject conscripts. And conscripts are pretty tough in this mod. Actually,
Да.
Unit ready.
they're actually pretty decent.
Да, товарищ генерал.
Reinforcements ready.
Can't wait to fly. Sukoi on its way.
I'll show you. Maybe I'll just attack the building here. We also got half tracks. Now, half tracks in this, they're good against infantry and air. Apparently, they're also good against siege units. I guess ground transport.
Unit ready.
They detect stealth, though. That's kind of interesting. They're really fast too.
Ally is under attack.
Yeah. Air units in this mod are insane. Now here's the flank tracks. They're
Maneuvering.
at first I thought they were kind of dumb looking, but actually the voxels or whatever you call them, the graphics for them are actually not that bad.
Black and white. Cutting fast.
They're really nasty against infantry too.
Unit
What's
ready.
this?
Unit lost.
Black and white. Guns loaded.
Unit lost.
Maneuvering.
Now you can build repair vehicles.
Unit ready. Spy plane.
Now you have a when you build.
Building.
Let's build
On hold.
two of them. When you build them, you can deploy them. Mode switch, stationary, scrap collector. I guess
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Location confirmed.
later when you build an industrial plant from here, you can put these near your war factories and you'll get scrap, kind of like from generals.
Vehicle reporting. Waiting order.
So now then they'll pick it up.
What is the mission?
It's interesting actually, because
Ready for transport. Making track.
that's how you get money. I was wondering why I wasn't getting money the last time I was playing this.
Comrade. Ready for
There's different
transport.
little gimmicks and stuff that you can have extra economy.
Select target.
You don't get spy plane until you have the airfield. You can call for transport, and it will come over here.
At least I have job. Da.
That's a support power for transporting tanks.
Waiting order.
Sorry.
Ready, comrade. Conscript reporting. Da.
And then you load them up here. And
Waiting order. Waiting orders. Vehicle
I guess I can only
Location
take one at a time, but that's pretty useful. You can move sneak tanks in and stuff. I don't know why it's. Oh, they got a atmosphere.
Select target.
The tanks. And watch this. We're gonna get like a crazy amount of reinforcement. There's also the sonar pulse scan. Now it reveals stealth units. Oh, it prevents stealth for 15 seconds. And I guess it's probably good for naval, for detecting like subs.
Building.
One thing I don't like though is that you can only build one nuclear reactor, and you don't get the nuclear reactor until after you build the battle lab. So
Construction complete.
Waiting order.
that can be kind of annoying.
Building.
So you really got to build a lot of Tesla reactors.
Vehicle reporting. Location confirmed. Waiting order. Order received.
here is the main battle tank. Or actually, I just showed you the main battle tank. These are the main battle tanks, Scorpion tanks. In a little bit, we will upgrade them to nuclear Scorpion tanks. This is the Soviet Armory, and it can act as a bunker as well. And it also heals all your infantry on the battlefield, so it's really useful.
Unit ready.
Healing rate is 50% of a tech hospital. It's not as good as a tech hospital, but still pretty good.
Select target.
So that's pretty cool.
Ready for deployment.
Here is your expansion.
Moving construction.
Select target.
They don't seem to be building much of anything.
Comrade. Ready for deployment.
So
Hauling
as you can
material.
see, we are.
Building.
Now
Reinforcements
we'll just
ready.
they take some of the assets from other Command and Conquer games. This one obviously from Riddler 3.
Construction complete.
And you can tell the sentries are a little different looking. They have a bit more of a range, though, I think, than Mental Omega, I think. Can't tell now, but here is the Armory.
New construction options. Building.
And we'll get the Battle Lab.
At least I have job. Moving out.
Alright, we get some new tech
Reinforcements ready. Building.
stuff here. So,
Select target.
we get a field bunker. Now, I haven't actually used this one yet. I usually go to the other one. Just drops a garrisoned bunker anywhere. Reinforcements increase each tier. Interesting. I usually go with the radiation missile because it's really useful. I kind of wish China had this in Mental Omega. I know I talk about Mental Omega a lot, but I've been playing it for like
Scorpion tank.
almost a decade,
Waiting orders.
decade or more. So yeah, they go in here and they can.
Scorpion tank. Advancing.
Construction complete.
So yeah, that's pretty useful. Can help with expanding bases. Now here's how the
Unit lost.
industrial plant works.
Reinforcements ready.
For the Union.
See, that takes up a lot of power. Oh, and that's how you get money. See that?
Vehicle reporting.
So, but these can also repair
Position. Moving.
tanks.
Ready,
Ready.
comrade. Moving.
Secondary, so reduces unit cost by 12%. Secondary eco. Soviet war factories will generate scraps worth $30 each and disappear over time. Can be collected by repair vehicles. So that is pretty useful. We will go with the radiation missile.
New
It's
construction.
basically just a small missile
Building.
that's launched. Similar to Red Resurrection
Moving.
by Omega Bolt.
Conscript reporting.
That's a pretty good mod too.
Ready, comrade.
A lot of these mods have
Construction complete.
really good features and
Colony. New
such.
construction
It's hard to choose
Building.
which ones you like the most. This is the final tier of your upgrades. I haven't actually tried this one yet either. Indoctrination. It's a unit upgrade. Available at tier 3. Kirov airship. Equips the airship with a speaker tower, plus 2 hover speed, so it can move a bit faster. 30% speed to nearby ground units, so it will actually start to speed up more. That is interesting, but I go with the nuclear warheads. Scorpion tank gains nuclear weapons and death. I guess when it blows up, it's radioactive, like a Nawa tank. Plus 1 speed stage. Armament equips. Now, I love armament. This is a cool feature that I really wish the Chinese had in Mental Omega. It equips target demolishers with nukes. We're
New
gonna go with that.
construction options. Building. Training.
These are Spetsnaz. Spetsnaz.
New
Spetsnaz.
rally point established. Unit ready.
They're basically, they can garrison, which is kind of interesting. Immune to psionics, headshot, kills infantry below 23% HP, so they'll just right on kill them off. Cannot affect heroes.
We serve glorious Union as fast as I can.
Unit ready.
Demolishers,
Training.
shock troopers, those are spies. I don't think the desolators are any different, but
We serve glorious Union. I can
let's
do
try those
fighting
Spetsnaz.
weapons.
Unit lost.
For Mother Russia.
Unit ready.
As fast as I can.
So those are pretty cool.
Yes. Here I am. As fast as I can.
Spetsnaz.
Just wait till I get these chains off. All right.
These are basically the flak troopers from Red Alert 3. They were kind of cool looking in Red Alert 3.
Is he next?
But they are cool in this because once you upgrade them, they'll be good at dealing with infantry as well.
Cannot deploy here. Unit ready. Building.
Let's test out a radiation
Unit lost.
missile.
Select target.
That's a similar asset from Omega Belt's Red Resurrection.
Vehicle
Our
report.
ally is under attack.
So yeah, that's actually pretty good against buildings too. Look at that. Took out like almost half of that. You can actually destroy like power plants and stuff with it. Oh, that's a neat. I hadn't seen that.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Conscript reporting. Ready.
Oh,
Location.
quit healing them.
Unit ready.
Let's do that anyway. These are, what are these called? Shock troopers. So these are kind of like similar to Mental Omega shock troopers. Now, these are just reused assets from Red Alert 3, so don't get too excited. But they were kind of cool looking from Red Alert 3. Red Alert 3 was such a mixed bag. I remember when it first came out, I got like the
Unit
steel
ready.
book casing, and it was expensive, and I got all the special features and stuff, and it was really cool.
Conscript reporting.
Oh, okay, I did not know that.
Our base is under attack. Unit ready.
So strong versus vehicles cannot be crushed. Self-healing, immune to radiation, psionics. Concentrated shock charge weapon deals area damage. So they're basically useless against infantry.
Unit lost.
Going to source. Completing search.
After a while, you only can,
Unit lost.
you don't get the one or two extra. You just get tank drop 3. And then you only get 3. Here's the coolest upgrade, I think, for this faction. It's called Armament. It can only be used on demolitioners. Equips them with nuclear mortars. This is what I want for China, right here. Watch this.
Where's that food you promised? All right.
Watch this. The effect that they use, it makes the noise that barrels make when they explode. You're basically shooting barrels at tanks and infantry. And building. Look at this. This thing is insane.
Unit lost.
Okay, but then I rest. I'm going. Tell me
Our
what
base
I like.
is under attack.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
See, they're healing.
Whatever.
Yeah, those things are awesome.
Ready for
Now here is the hero of the faction. I don't care for him. His name is Asan? Yeah, Asan. Strong versus ground targets. Deploy. Now, when you deploy him, he creates burst drones. Deploys 4 of them to aid him. Uses heat lasers versus infantry, so it's similar to the Ukraine faction, I think, with their weird terror drones. He also gets Tesla Sentry. Can be used within 4 cells of Asan. Builds a, it's just a defensive structure, can be repaired and sold. It's weird. You just get like this little dinky Tesla coil that pops up. Look at this.
Unit lost. Our base is under attack. Unit lost.
It's so weird. And oh, these are basically Fury drones, right? They kind of look like them. Also, they look like from Project Phantom that Strakov has been working on. These look like the miners from it, the assets. That's interesting. That's another mod that's been in developmental hell for years.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
So yeah, you get those. I don't know if you can he make more of them? Or can you only make more when they're destroyed? Whoop.
Unit lost.
Look at this hero. Look how weak he is.
Unit lost.
He's got to be one of the most useless heroes I've ever seen.
Unit lost.
He's just... And he's got like a desolator voice, so he's not very much.
Unit lost.
Kind of lame.
Select target.
Let's try this on the allied buildings. Shot the missile.
Our ally is under attack.
Look at that. Look how tough that thing is. You can get that really early on too, like within like the first 6-7 minutes of the game.
Select target.
So yeah. Oh, we got more.
Building. On
And
hold.
for some reason this faction has two artilleries. They got the
Building.
V3
On hold. Cancel.
and then we got the BM-21 Grad. Strong versus buildings. Strong versus buildings. And then they finally have the hammer tank, which is basically taken from the Alert 3. Oh, it has a deploy. I didn't know
Unit
that.
ready.
Oh, so it's a dual mode heavy main battle tank. Deploy, enter siege mode. Siege mode increases range by 100%, increases AOE by 200%,
Unit ready.
increases accuracy by 100%. Oh, they have a
Building.
siege chopper. I didn't realize that.
Armed for disruption. Repositioning.
Building.
Moving to new launch site.
Oh, these look actually kind of cool. Look.
Ready for
Unit
launch.
ready.
Repositioning.
Construction complete. Unit
Ready
ready.
for launch.
Let's
Moving to
see
new
how
launch site.
these
Repositioning.
do.
Armed for disruption. Missile launch confirmed.
Our base is under attack. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Not bad.
Waiting order. Ready for deployment. Ready for deployment. Let's take over the area. Moving in.
Let's see what else we got here.
Looking for
Training. Construction complete. Reinforcements ready. New rally point established.
We've got the big gun. Guns unleashed.
Unit
Okay.
ready. Unit lost.
See what their deployed mode does.
Coordinates confirmed. Time for a hailstorm.
Unit ready.
Hmm.
Time for a
Unit
hailstorm.
ready.
Kind of weak, but yeah. This faction's kind of a mix between like Latin Confederation and like China, kind of. It's interesting.
Ready, comrade. Vehicle reporting.
I like these more though. These are the
Unit ready.
the hell do they even called? The BM-21s. That sure doesn't roll off the tongue.
Target sighted.
Look at that.
We will rally them.
That is cool.
Vehicle reporting.
They take a while to reload, but
Moving.
Unit ready.
Attacking.
Our base is under attack.
Moving.
yeah.
Moving. Encountering enemy. Location confirmed. Ready, comrade.
These are the hammer tanks.
Moving.
I have not actually deployed them
ready.
before. I didn't know they could deploy.
Waiting order. Changing position. Ready for deployment. We've got the big gun.
Our base is under attack.
Vehicle reporting. Waiting
See
order.
what these do.
Building. Unit ready.
Changing
So,
position.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Target sighted.
Construction
yeah,
complete.
these are pretty decent.
Unit lost.
Vehicle
They're
reporting.
basically just the same assets from
Changing position.
Red Alert 3 though, for the main battle tanks and that.
We
But
will
Our
vary.
base
cool.
is under attack.
Waiting order. Moving.
Building.
let's see what their
Ready, comrade.
deploy does.
Changing position.
Oh, they turn into like Zephyrs.
Encountering
Construction
enemy.
complete.
Ready, comrade. Ready, comrade.
Right,
Vehicle
deploy. Oh.
reporting. We will vary them. Waiting order.
Not bad.
Encountering enemy.
Our base is under attack.
Interesting. We will build
Building.
truck off.
ВВС СССР.
Ready for deployment.
Our base is under attack.
I think that's the last unit I have to show you.
Unit lost.
Guns unleashed.
These are pretty cool. So, Don't-
Unit lost.
no one else. I feel like I'm missing something.
Unit ready.
We wait patiently.
And
comrade.
here is the
On the
Drakov.
long run. Bombing
What's this?
base
These are
open,
pretty good
preparing for
bombers.
unload.
We only have one load
Heavy
though.
air support.
Unit lost.
Wow. Crazy.
Select target.
Yeah, air units in this are insane.
We will claim it for ourselves, not really.
You get kind of the GLA voices,
Arm for war!
which is kind of weird because if you think about it, you can actually play the GLA faction in this, so you're basically playing
Unit
Soviet version of terrorists and then just regular terrorists. So this applies a tier 1. Oh, you get demo trucks.
Unit ready.
Suicides on attack. Less damage versus friendlies. Cannot use what? Cannot use Iron Curtain, Chronosphere, or tunnels. Seriously?
Building.
Okay, no. Deploying. Sphere.
Need a smuggler? Vamos, muchachos! make a delivery.
One-way trip. As you wish.
Unit lost.
No pain will
Unit
stop
ready.
me.
Yes.
Let's make a delivery.
As you wish.
I am prepared to die.
See how good they are against buildings. I don't think they're that good.
Unit ready.
These must be only good for like attacking like groups of blob. I mean, look at that. Look how pathetic that is.
I shall avenge us.
Just test it against their
I
infantry.
am prepared to die.
Wow, that is pathetic.
New construction options. Building.
And let's go with the
New construction
indoctrination.
options. Our city is under attack.
Ooh. So those are better against like units, not buildings. Interesting.
New course.
Hmm.
We must take what is ours.
Oh wow, look at
Not
that.
let it. We must acquire new land.
That is kind of cool.
Optimal. Bearing set.
That
Bearing
is
set.
kind
What
of
your
cool.
condition? I go freely.
So there you go. There you have it, folks. That's this is the Iraq faction. Pretty cool. So until next time,
Vehicle reporting.
we'll do maybe the Ukraine faction next. So until next time, have a great day. Bye bye.